All right, Billa, how's it going?
I'm all right, bro. How you doing?
Grinding. You know, like everybody else, just trying to get through this pandemic.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we're going to get into your story a little bit and get to know you a little bit better. I think everybody knows you're from the south side of Chicago. What was it like for you growing up there?
Um, Single parent home. I got in trouble as a young kid, not having too much guidance or, no father figure in the home. So I really was out doing what I wanted to at an early age.
When you say doing what you want at an early age, how early do you mean?
I caught my first case when I was 9.
At only 9 years old. That's young.
Yeah, definitely. Too young.
What got you busted at 9 years old?
I was charged with burglary, breaking in a movie set. They had some trailers in the back. Me and a few of my homies, we had decided that we wanted to see what was in them. So, that's how that go.
Okay. At 9 years old, you get charged with burglary. And do they take you to juvenile hall or do they let you go home?
Nah, see, I don't know how they do it everywhere else, but like in Chicago, we got what you call a youth officer. So, when you get arrested, the youth officer will come and see how many points you got. Depending on how many points you got, depending on if you go to the juvenile detention center or not.
Okay. And what did they do with you?
I came like, when you that young, your parents just come, they give you a court date and sign you out.
And so at 9 years old, you get arrested. And what do you do after you get arrested? Do you try to do better or do you just continue to be in the streets?
I pretty much went to jail every summer after that until I was like 16, 17. Then I started to slow down with the getting in trouble and going to jail. Because that really never was my thing. It was just that I would always find myself, in the middle of some shit that really had nothing to do with me. And then it was just like, fuck it. That's when I started really distancing myself and sticking to myself, because that's when I understood that, being around certain people or being in certain places at the wrong time, that shit can cost you your freedom or your life.
And at what age were you involved with the streets heavy? More like, with your hood and everything like that?
I was born and raised in the same area, so that's where I caught the case at, in my neighborhood.
Okay, so you were like born into your hood, kind of like everybody you knew around you was already in it and everything?
I was born literally on the block where I grew up at. I was born on that same block.
Now, as you're growing up, most families don't, they try to keep their kids out of the streets. I interviewed Slim 400. I don't know if you know what that is, but he's an up and coming rapper from Compton. And his mom used to always warn him like, yo, you're gonna be dead or in jail if you keep up this.
Every family gon' go against it, period. But then some families be like, you know what I mean? Like, that's your life, you know what you up against. And it's death, jail, don't call me, don't look for me to do nothing, et cetera, et cetera. That's like a black person family. So I'm speaking from a black family, which is my family. So they not telling me to go do this and you can go do it, but if that's what you want to go do, because I can't stop you and I can't be with you 24/7, these are your options. You're going to be dead, you're going to be in jail, and if you be in jail, don't call my phone, because I wasn't with you running out there doing what you was doing and stealing, robbing, et cetera, et cetera. So don't call me. Call whoever you was with. How I'm going to call him and we both in jail? So basically what she's saying, you're going to be in there. Make your mind up.
How did your family react when they found out that you were involved in gangs?
Like any family that care about their child, it was more so they was trying to keep me away from it, but the more they wanted to keep me away, the more it made me curious. It made me really want to see. It made me really want to see, like, what is it they trying to keep me from? You feel me?
So the violence and everything like that didn't deter you at all?
Not really. Cause I mean, if you pay attention, that's all you see everywhere. On TV, in the streets, on the internet. It's violence everywhere, so I mean it's normal.
You say it's normal. I'm sure now that you're older, you might think different, but as a young age, you felt it was normal?
I mean, still to this day, I still feel the same way because it ain't just happening here. It's just more so televised here. But it's going on everywhere. They got this shit going on. They carjacking everywhere. They killing people. This shit going on all around the world. It's just more publicized here than it is anywhere else because you got a lot of people that's watching and looking in just for the entertainment of it. But in all actuality, shit, it's every day.
And growing up in Chicago, I mean, there is a much higher murder rate than in most other, I don't know if it's all other places, but most other places. For sure, I don't know the exact details of it. At what age did you lose your first homeboy to the streets?
Shit, 18. My first close friend, 18.
And what was this like your best friend or just one of your good homies?
Nah, just like a close friend. It took a while for me to lose like a best friend, cause we all was raised different. So instead of just being outside, just doing nothing and hanging to be hanging, we don't really do that. So it took a while for me to lose a close friend.
You'd mentioned that you got arrested every summer from, I think, 9 years old to 16 years old. What was the most serious thing you got arrested for during that time?
Shit, I've been arrested for everything from stolen cars, burglaries, assaults. It just, every summer. It was just like, you know how when it get hot, people outside more, you're in the mix, doing different shit, different places. So it came a time after that, it was like, man, this shit really don't benefit me for real, you know? It's only costing me. Then when I got 17, I knew that I was considered an adult. So I could go to the county and shit like that. So I avoided jail after I turned 17 until I was 20.
And you got busted again at 20?
Yeah.
What'd you get arrested for that time?
Manufacturing and delivering cocaine.
I don't hear about too many people selling drugs in Chicago. It's, I don't know if people just don't talk about it as much, but, a lot of other areas, they rap about it a lot, like New York and being a hustler and everything.
I mean, it ain't too many hustlers left in Chicago for real. All the hustlers dead or in jail. For real. If you really want to be honest, shit, if you want to speak on like numbers, out of 100% of Chicago, 85% of the hustlers gonna be out west. Then you got another 15% might be out south. Cause them niggas out west, they get money, but they don't be really with the bullshit. Niggas out south, it's bullshit everywhere.
I hear you. As you're growing up, you guys are, you go through a lot of different stuff being in the streets, man, and you lose your first homeboy at the age of 8, your first close homeboy at the age of 18. How did that affect you?
At first it used to hurt, to the point where it bring you down to tears and, you're sad, and depending on how they died, depending on, how you can react. Sometimes you'll lose somebody and they'll die in a way you don't even have nobody to retaliate or nobody to look, oh, they did this. It might be a car accident or, bad health or anything. So, after a while, that shit just turned, it don't hurt no more. It's just like a normal thing. Oh, somebody died, yeah, they died. The crying and shit, that part, I'm past that now.
That's it. Yeah, man. I think I seen recently on the internet, THF Gino was killed. Did you know him?
Yeah, I know
Were you guys close, or was he just a dude from the hood that you know?
him. Yeah, I know his whole family. Like we was close.
Is that just like a process of trying to get through it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a big loss for real. Hurt a lot of people.
What was Gino like? How did?
Um, he was a good dude, family oriented. You know, he had a daughter he loved. I really too much don't care to speak on that for real because it's fresh and it's a touchy subject.
Okay. In Chicago, I've noticed that some sets will have like GDs and BDs both in them.
Yeah, that's old. Like that GD shit, like that shit old. A lot of different areas got all type of different gangs in them, you know? It's just not one. Some areas got one gang in them, very few, but majority of these niggas is just from everywhere and they just clicking and linking up.
So was it in the past that like it was like more like all GDs, all BDs in one set, and now it's like it's kind of being more different now, or has it always been like that?
Nah, yeah, that's some old shit. It was GDs, BDs, Vice Lords, Black Stones. That was like in the 90s, early 2000s. But as the 2000s progressed, that shit went out the window. It's more so where you from. You know, some people be from a certain neighborhood and then they'll move and go spend their teenage years in the Blackstone neighborhood. But then they still come kick it with their GD homies. They just Blackstone from their neighborhood where they was spent the majority of their teens, where they learned and became the person they is. So they'll just claim Blackstone, but still go back to their old hood. Now, after they done living over there, when they get tired of being over there, you always go back home. So now you back home, you still Blackstone, but you know, you over here with your peoples, and they might be GD.
And that doesn't bother anybody or anything? Like that's
Nah, it ain't about that no more though. You see what I'm saying? Like back in the days, you had certain people that cared about that shit, but don't nobody care about that shit no more now. It's so fucked up out here. You might find a nigga that's GD and get a nigga that's Blackstone that's more loyal to him than another GD is. That GD, BD, Blackstone, none of that shit don't matter no more.
and THF was mostly BDs. And did you guys have any GDs from there?
Yeah, it wasn't mostly nothing for real. It's all different type of shit for real.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a whole bunch of different shit. You got GD, like I said, everywhere got a mixture of shit though. It ain't just one gang no more. You got a few different areas that still just got straight Blackstones on this block, straight GDs on this block, but for the most part, it's a little bit of everything everywhere for real.
Okay. So back in August, FBG Dirk was killed. And I seen you posted some positive things about him,
Yeah, for sure.
which I think kind of shocked everybody.
I ain't into really caring about what everybody think though, you know? I'm more my own man, so I do what I feel is necessary versus giving a about what somebody think or what they say, you know?
What made you not have that hate in you that some other people might have towards Dirk?
He ain't never really did nothing to me, and you know, like I said, I don't follow what everybody else do. I really didn't. I ain't like to see him like that, and I'm just being honest.
Okay. I also seen that Dirk had family from THF.
Yeah.
And a few years back, his cousin Raheem was killed, and Duck was at the funeral.
Uh-huh.
Were you there?
Uh-uh.
How was that having Duck come into the funeral and everything like that?
I really couldn't tell you. Like I said, I wasn't there. But I mean, that's family. That's just like if your family passed away and they from a different area, you gonna go to the funeral or you just gonna say, nah, I ain't gonna attend it because I don't want his peoples to do nothing to me or nothing like that, you know? So he took it upon himself to say, shit, I'm going to my cousin's funeral.
Was it weird to hear about that? Being that, I mean, even though, I know that was his cousin, but, you guys were also ops. I interviewed other dudes who they have family ops and everything. And I felt like, in Chicago, a lot of people are like, they'll have family, that are actually ops, man. And so was it kind of weird to see, something like that?
Nah, hell no, that was expected, you know? Like I said, he got family that's from over here, and he got a family member that passed away, so, that was expected, to be honest.
So there was no, it was cool for him to go then. Your homies were like, it's cool that, you know what I'm saying, there's no beef for this period of time.
Nah, yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, he coming to pay his respects to his blood, so I can't see nobody from my area, not respecting that. That's something you can't do nothing but honor and respect, you know? Some niggas too scared, they wouldn't even come.
Do you ever think that the beef and the killing will slow down in Chicago? And what would it take to slow it down?
It should, shit. I mean, if these niggas get tired of going to funerals and changing the name of their blocks and switching up they clothes and shirts and hoodies with these different pictures, I mean, it should. I would like to see it, but, it ain't up to me. I ain't really got no voice in this shit. Don't nobody really give a fuck about how I think.
What do you think it would take?
Some money.
What do you mean by some money?
Shit, get some of these people something to look forward to, you know?
So you think if people had more opportunity?
Yeah, they waking up, they ain't got nothing to eat, they ain't got no decent clothes, no food in the refrigerator. Shit, nigga getting out here doing whatever they can to get some money. You got people that need to feed, that you gotta feed, that need to eat. Can't be sitting around, I mean, especially when you ain't got shit, no education, no way to get no bread. All you got is a gun. Shit, you about to take that gun outside and go get you some paper.
Do you ever think we'll see like a GD and a BD do a song like Ops? I should say more Ops than GD and BD, but you know what I mean. The two different sides from your area ever get on a song?
Yeah, for sure. It's possible. Like I said, these niggas just gotta grow up, man. I don't know what it's gonna take, but like I said, in my opinion, some money will help. Some money, something to look forward to, some ideas. Help some of these people, man. It's a lot of talent in Chicago. Niggas don't even help nobody in Chicago. Everybody on their own and fighting for themselves. Then when a nigga get a little buzz or get in the light a little bit, his ass die. How many niggas really made it past the not the finish line? How many niggas made it past go? Shit, not too many. As soon as you see a little light, it's over with. They cut that motherfucker right off. Niggas don't want to see nobody with nothing. It's a whole bunch of talent in Chicago. I'm talking about singers, comedians, rappers, dancers, actors. Motherfuckers is down here literally 100,000, 200,000 followers living in their grandma's basement.
There's a lot of talent in Chicago. That's for sure.
Shit don't make no sense for real. These niggas selfish. That's what it is, though, Capone. They selfish, bro. They don't want to be outshined.
I was just going to say it's tough, you know, when you don't have much.
Nah, yeah, it is. It's rough. A lot of these niggas don't even know what it's like to be hungry. They just out here doing this shit just to be doing it, to be cool. They want somebody to look up to them or be scared of them, or, you know, they want a name in the streets. But these niggas go to sleep every night hungry. That don't make sense to me. Where I come from, if you was out here acting crazy and acting wild, you was getting paid for it. Hey, man, I'm pull up over here every week. I need that paper. Ain't no paper out here. You niggas better not be out here. I know fucking running around doing all this shit for nothing. Come on, man. That shit don't make sense to me.
I hear you. I hear you, man. Definitely. Did you know King Vaughn?
Yeah, I knew Vaughn.
Unfortunately, you know, the sad news came in, a couple months ago, I think in November.
Yeah.
That he passed away.
Yeah, for sure.
How did you meet King Vaughn?
I met Vaughn through Zoo.
So did you guys grow up together, or you just meet him when you got older?
Nah, I met him like 2018, some shit like that.
Oh, so
yeah.
you just met him a few years ago.
Yeah, like 2018.
Were you guys in the studio or just hanging out?
Nah, just chilling, just kicking it. It really ain't had shit to do with no music. It was just more so just, you know, kicking it, chilling. He was a good dude. When I met him, from the time I met him up until he passed, I'd never known him to be nothing but a solid dude, bro. I can't take that from him. Real good dude. His name, put it like this, his name fit him perfectly.
How did Chicago change, or did it change at all after he was killed?
Yeah, it changed because he was like really the soul of this shit. He was that glue that kept this shit going. And after him, it was like, shit, that was the last hope for real.
I interviewed Bo Dill recently, and he had some positive things to say about King Vaughn, about how, you know, Vaughn was really for his people, and he really tried to uplift people, and, you know, did songs with people, and really did a lot.
But I respected Vaughn because Vaughn was for his people, and he was a team player, and he did that shit the way it was supposed to be done. Like, he went and got the bag and brought it back to his people and broke bread with his people, and he really wanted to see his people succeed and make it. And he put them in positions to really win. Like, he the definition of a real GOAT. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nobody that got their deal and then brought their bag back to the projects and break bread with all his people the right way. Hopping on songs with them, uplifting them, helping to put them in a position to win. Like, he did that shit like a big homie, but a young nigga doing big homie shit. You know what I'm saying? How can you not love and respect a nigga like that?
Did you see a lot of that?
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah. I witnessed it. Everything he said, he told me he was finna do, he did it.
So you guys had conversations about what he wanted to do before he actually made it?
Yeah, man. The songs he dropped, I heard him. He told me he was gonna do everything that he did. He said he was gonna do that.
Did you watch the video?
Kinda. I really didn't like to see that shit, so I ain't watch it. Just keep watching and watching it. I watched it, but I ain't really want to look at that shit.
It was a sad situation, man. It seems like it could have been prevented.
That shit was horrible for real. But, you know.
We still don't even well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe you might know, but, you know, the public doesn't really know, you know, from why exactly even happened. from what we know, it could have just been from some pictures that, you know, got taken with young boy's baby's mom or something. But, you know, it just seems like something that could have been prevented, and that, you know, now, you know, two people died. You know, another two people were shot, and you know, one person's in jail.
Nah, yeah, I don't know how the story went or nothing like that. I mean, shit, I know just as much as you, for real. I can't really speak on it because I don't really know. All I know is shit like everything everybody else seen. It was a fight, shots rang out, and shit, it got ugly. So, I mean, rest in peace to him though, because like I said, he was the last hope. He was it. If it's something after him, then I'll be surprised, but he was for his people. You know, like Bo Deal said, shout out to Bo. Shorty was for his people, all the way 100%. He made it okay to get rich and stay where you was at. It was okay. A lot of people was getting rich and running away from their people, getting scared and get some money and think, oh, everybody out to get me. He let it be known it's okay to stay where you was at. It's okay to help your people, to give them something, to, you know, try to see them do better, put a smile on somebody else's face. But like I said, a lot of niggas out here greedy. Vaughn wasn't greedy. Shorty was a real provider to his people. And you can't take that from him. Any nigga got something bad to say about him, they just hating for real. And it's a lot of motherfuckers who feel the way I feel, but won't say it, you know? That's just because they don't got their own opinion, or they don't got their own brain. But a lot of niggas make mockeries and laugh and shit, but deep down inside in their heart, they knew Shorty was a real live king. He took care of his people. He provided for them kids. Anybody, I can't really see him not doing shit for the people that was around him, cause, man, he loved everybody for real. So if a nigga say something bad about him, it's just cause they're op or they hate him or something. He probably fucked they bitch. Other than that, you can't say nothing bad about the nigga. I'm just being honest.
Do you think that he influenced other people to be more giving?
Of course. You pay attention to what's going on. That's why you asked the question. Of course, he influenced a lot of people to, like I said, to stick with what you know. It's okay sometimes. It ain't all bad where you come from, especially if you make it to a certain stage to where you can look out for some of your people. You only become the food when the table ain't got nothing on it. So if every day the table's set, then the wolves can eat. Stop setting the table then, that's when the wolves, shit, they eat you. Why you think a lot of niggas don't come around? They rich, they won't go to the hood because they ain't helping these people. And these people, these the same people who you done slept in their houses, you done ate at their house, you done wore their clothes, they coats, they mamas hugs and kisses, mamas that gave you $5, $10 on your birthday when you ain't had shit. And now it's like, fuck these people, so it's fucked up. These niggas they mind gone. All these drugs, these niggas pressing out pills and shit. These niggas man, they crazy, man.
Sounds rough.
Yeah, it's rough. I ain't gonna lie. It's rough for everybody, for real. Don't get it twisted. These motherfucking people that's on the internet that can play that role and they know how to make it look good. They sleeping on the couch still. They still on an air mattress. One mat on the floor. Plates and shit all over the room. That's how they living for real. They just know how to make it look good, you feel me? You'll see a nigga, he fresh as hell, but he on a bus, no car. Designer head to toe. Nigga wearing a car, but ain't got nothing to ride in. It's fucked up. They mind gone, bro. So, you know, I know you pay attention majority of the time. You see me by myself. I'm all my videos by myself. it's hard to trust a motherfucker, man. Gotta look over your shoulder everywhere you go. Then you gotta watch the nigga in the car with you. That don't make sense to me.
You know, when I was doing my research, I found out that Chino, Dirk's manager, was from THF.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I knew Chino. That was my homie.
How did you meet Chino?
Chino lived on the block. Good dude, real positive, good person.
And did so did you know Little Dirk too, or know him?
I mean, who don't know Dirk, but I don't know him personally, no.
I mean, with all the wars and everything going on, man, were you surprised when you found out that Dirk's manager was killed?
Yeah and no. Yeah, because, you know, he wasn't even that type of person. Like I said, he was a positive, good-hearted. He was a good dude, you feel me? So it was surprising, but at the same time, it wasn't, because you got to pay attention to what's going on, and a lot of times they don't really care if you're a good dude or not. Shit, it's a body for a body. So at that time, he just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. But like I said, he didn't deserve that shit at all.
So being that somebody was trying to spread positivity.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it was probably, you know, maybe a little less expected.
Not like I
Saying
said.
that right?
Like I said, not really, because at the end of the day, shit, when you out here moving, you gotta pay attention, and the motherfucker who you least expected be the one who always really get caught. So it's like, man, it was expected to me, but not expected, because like I said, he wasn't nobody out here like that harming nobody, doing shit. He was trying to help people, change lives, and feed his family, you know? And like I said, man, you be out here moving around, you gotta pay attention, because if you ain't watching, 2 seconds, certain places, you gotta be looking at everything moving, because split second shit, your life could flash before your eyes. And, you know, he was just called home at that time. There wasn't nothing nobody else could do about it.
How did it affect you when he passed away?
Like I said, it fucked me up, because he wasn't that type of person. He didn't deserve to go like that, you know? He ain't never did nothing to nobody. He wasn't out here running around trying to harm nobody or nothing, you feel me? He was out here trying to provide for his family. Yeah, I went to the service. I don't know how long he was in the service, but he served in the service, then he come home, you know, trying to feed his family and shit. That wasn't the way for him to go.
I hear you. Yeah, I've seen in Chicago that the backdoor thing has become a big issue, being backdoored.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't got no back door, though. This is a studio apartment. No back door.
I hear you, man. It's
Straight up.
Yeah, man, that's sad when you can't even trust, you know, your own close homies.
It's fucked up.
Well, Billa, man, I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, bro. I need my $9 for that parking when I come to Cali. Straight up.
I got you, bro. I got you on your parking, man.
And I want some of that dry ass weed. I know
Done.
I know
It's
y'all
done.
down there with the best weed.
Oh yeah, we got that fire. That's for sure, man.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Glad we finally got this in. You know, it's appreciate you coming out in the snow. I know it's like damn near a blizzard out there in Chicago right now.
Man, it's like 1 degree outside. Below zero out there.
Yeah.
I tried to pitch before I came in, and it got frozen before it hit the ground.
Nah, that's shit. That's cold as fuck.
Telling
That's
you.
why I'm in Cali. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm telling you. I'm coming your way soon, though.
All right. Well, yeah. You know, whenever you're in town, bro.
Yeah, you know it, bro. Love.
All right, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you. Yeah, for sure.